morning, Duckham.
Morning, Fry. Where have you been?
Hampshire for the weekend.
But it's Tuesday.
I overslept.
Coffee, Mr. Fryson?
It's still the grey liquid.
Oh, yes, indeed, sir.
Thank you, Munton.
Munton, now that I'm staying here more or less permanently, is it possible I could have a room with some sun?
I don't think the sun has ever shone in this club, sir. Some of the members might object.
Oh, Munton. Chap in the corner, silver hair, blue pinstripe.
Brigadier Mere, sir?
Yeah, no, I think he's dead. Hasn't stirred in a couple of days.
Well, that's not unusual, sir.
Well, no, it's no bad thing, of course, but better check for vital signs. You know, as you pass him, call out, "Good morning, Mr. Kinnock."
Right, sir.
Thank you, Munton.
Fry, we're supposed to be in business together and I've hardly seen you in the office.
At least you'll get a chance to see more of the day. Well, Tamsin, how's she working out?
After 2 weeks, she can almost master the fax machine.
Such a bright girl. That's why I hired her, of course.
Morning, Mr. Kinnock.
What have you been doing apart from having long lunches?
Oh, building up contacts. We can't very well put an ad in the Yellow Pages saying 2 ex-spies available for private spookery.
Shh, keep your voice down.
It's all right, they don't turn on the hearing aids till noon.
Well, are you coming in today?
Can't. No, sorry, got to have lunch at Wilton's with a Venezuelan money launderer.
Considering our operation, I really do think that you ought to limit your entertainment expenses to £300 a week.
£300 a week? I spill £300 a week.
Morning, Tamsin. Any calls?
Afraid not. But I suppose it is bound to be a bit slow at first, you know, in our line of business.
Tamsin, what do you think our line of business is?
Well, as I understand it, it's sort of mysterious and dodgy. Lucas said you were both spies once.
He told you that?
Yeah! I think it's absolutely brilliant. Oh, I won't tell anybody, honest. And neither will Mummy.
What else did he tell you?
Well, he said he'd been sort of undercover, doing dangerous things. And you'd been sort of stuck in a back room somewhere, sticking pins in maps.
Tamsin, we're both ex-civil servants. I was in the Treasury, and Mr. Fry held a junior position in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries.
Oh, right, sure. Not a word. Oh, look! Our first fax has come in. Oh, it's from Lucas. Heard you could work the fax machine. Well done. Oh, how sweet. Honestly, he is so sweet.
Tamsin, I know he's an interesting man and not unattractive in his way.
Oh, he's yummy. My friend Sabrina dropped by the other day. Major crush.
She was lucky to find him in. But I do think that you should keep personal relationships apart from the business side of things.
Oh, absolutely.
Good. I'm glad that's understood. Anyway, he wants you to get in some theatre tickets.
Oh, the Haymarket, right? Did he say I should meet him at the theatre or at Groucho's?
Hi. I hope this is FDA, because the elevator's broken and I just climbed 4 flights of stairs in these shoes.
It is, actually.
Ah, Mr. Fry.
Mr. Duckham. Peter Duckham.
Hi. My name's Parker Morrow. Do you have a moment, or is this a bad time?
No. Sure we have. Tamsin, the Sheikh cancelled the 10:30, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Please. No calls.
This is a great desk. Look, I'm sorry I didn't fix an appointment, but you people aren't listed
Listed?
in the phone book.
Oh, well, how did you hear about us?
I knew a guy who knew a guy who said you were in Mount Street.
Oh, well, obviously we do rely on word of mouth.
Very good. Thank you. Tell me, Mr. Duckham, exactly what kind of service does your outfit provide?
Well, international intelligence, counterintelligence, deep background surveillance, and buggery.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I meant bugging, and of course, counter-bugging.
Look, I won't bullshit you, Mr. Duckham.
Oh, Peter.
I represent a multinational corporation. They are interested in a situation in London. And if you could patch in with them, it could be quite lucrative.
Oh, I think you'll find us open to all possibilities.
Good. I'd like to verify that in the next few days. Look, I'm staying at White's. Perhaps you and Mr. Fry could join me for drinks this evening.
Oh, Mr. Fry is unavailable. Previous engagement.
Well, then it will just be the two of us. I'll leave dinner reservations to you. I mean, this is your city.
Oh, you won't regret coming to Fruckham Dry. Dried Fruckham.
7:30.
Quack, quack. How are we?
Oh, we're just going to bed, actually.
Alone?
No, Munton's in the wardrobe, slipping into a garter belt.
Miss Morrow has raised our spirits, hasn't she? Where's the hottie? I thought you'd be in her room by now. Did your dinner, I dare not, work out?
I suppose you know all this because Tamsin is your pet spy in the office.
No, it didn't, did it? So what did she want?
Well, she wanted to know about us. Well, I had to wing it, rather. Honestly, we should bring out a brochure or something.
A brochure? You mean like Spook's Tours? So when do I meet her?
All in good time.
Ah, you don't want me to meet her, do you? We've grown a little possessive since our dinner date, haven't we? I thought I detected a lingering hint of obsession behind the ears.
I know you, Fry. And I know that your loins rule your head. But we've a chance of landing a major client here, so I think you should leave this to me.
Don't be pompous without your trousers. And until we know Miss Morrow a little better, I hope your loins won't make you indiscreet.
Well, I told her a great deal less than you told Tamsin. I believe you built yourself up as a superhero and me as some sort of pen-pushing pin-sticker.
Not so far from the truth. Your idea of working in the field was mowing your auntie's lawn and backshot.
Well, you admitted to tell her that you were a double-dealing mole for the other side.
At least it was dangerous being a mole. One always felt one was living on borrowed time. Tamsin.
Licky! Quelle surprise!
Just happened to be passing by. Ah, hard at it, I see.
I've been meaning to sort out my snacks for ages, and I could never find the time before.
Oh, I suppose your previous employer made you work. Where's Mr. Duckham?
Oh, Peter, he had to go and see his aunt.
Ah, the aunt. Which means he won't be back till late, which means I could take advantage of his absence.
Oh, I can't tonight, Lukey. I'm going to see Diantha.
Ah, and actually I was talking about work. Extraordinary, isn't it? So perhaps you could get on the telephone and ask Miss Morrow if she's free for dinner.
I thought she was sort of Peter's baby.
Well, she is, so we won't sort of mention it to Peter, will we, Kay?
Okay.
Ah! The younger Tamsin on a school trip.
How did you know?
Lots of girls in pleated skirts and knee socks. I'd say Italy. But a guess. Pisa.
Gosh, you're practically psychic.
Duckham, how are you?
Well, thank you, Sir Roland.
Did someone offer you a drink?
No. Actually, I was...
Sorry to make you rush down here like this. We're expecting some people for dinner. Couldn't give me a hand with this damn cuffing, could you?
Of course.
So, how's it going?
Well, we had our first client yesterday. Otherwise, things have been terribly boring.
Well, we didn't put you in there to enjoy yourself, you know. We put you in there to see what Lucas Fry is up to.
Not very much, apart from bonking our secretary.
See a security risk?
I doubt it. You tell her something on Tuesday and it's gone by Wednesday.
And, who is this, client?
American woman.
American? Well, I don't like the sound of that. I have deep paranoia about America, where Fry is concerned. You see, we we never told the CIA that he is a traitor. Where's she staying?
A hotel near Bayswater.
Take a look round her room while she's out. Find me something I can run a check on. Driving license, passport.
Oh, me, sir, but this is hardly my forte.
You spend your entire working life in the Secret Service.
But not in the field. Well, is there any chance you could give me some backup?
Well, impossible. Officially, we're both out of the game.
Well, my instincts tell me that she's not a femme fatale.
Yes, I'm not sure that you'd know one if one bit you on the arse, Ducker.
Changing this car for tomorrow.
You're quite sure Miss Morrow is out? Yeah. And you've paid the dining room? Oh, just tell her that Mr. Duckham called. Peter Duckham. Yeah. Thank you. I'm awfully sorry. I've left my key in the room. I'm always doing this.
You want me to turn your bed down now?
The bed? Oh. No, that's awfully. I can manage it. What?
Here's your chocolate.
I'll save it for later.
Guess after that dinner, I owe you one for the road.
At least.
They haven't turned down the damn bed.
Should I do it for you?
I think the maid can handle that.
No.
I just don't like missing out on my chocolate.
Sorry.
Minibar's over there. Help yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, you have a message for room 202? Thank you. Oh, and could you set up some ice, please? Your partner, Peter, called.
Oh. He was going to see his aunt, or so he said.
I'm going to freshen up. Mine's a vodka.
Right.
Good evening, Mr. Bond. Call for you.
Bastard, Fry, I told you. Hands off this woman. Now, what are you doing here?
What am I doing? You first, I think, Admiral. You're the one behind the harass.
I didn't entirely trust her, so I came to check out her room.
That's precisely what I'm doing. We really must learn to communicate better. Let's have lunch.
Lucas, not too much tonic, okay? I was just thinking...
Parker!
What?
Nothing. So sorry.
I was just thinking, you and Peter are a curious pair.
Do you have an opener for these?
I would have thought with your background you could open anything.
I'm all right with safes and legs. Sometimes these are quite cheap.
That'll be the ice.
Vodka?
Please.
Was it? Yes. Just say when. How about that?
That's fine.
A little more, perhaps.
That's
What do you
fine.
think? I mean, really?
How far do you and Peter go back?
Oh, forever. I was his fag at school.
You guys had a gay thing together?
That's the worst thing anyone's ever said to me in my whole life. No. In English public school, when you're a new bug, you have to do things for the older boys. So I had to light his fires, make his tea, clean his shoes. Peter, you see, is a good deal older than I.
Ah, so you're a slave.
Precisely. A slave with a toasting fork and slipper marks on his bum. I'd try the window if I were you. Hurry along now.
I saw us coming in and thought I might need 2 more chocolates.
Oh, how very nice. Fine.
So, do you guys make a habit of doing things behind each other's backs?
What?
He wouldn't have called me if he knew I was seeing you, would he?
I'm afraid doing things behind each other's backs is a hard habit to break in this business. But there is another reason. Duckham went so far as to say you were attractive. And as he's the master of understatement, I was consumed with sexual curiosity.
And how would you describe me?
Ravishing.
Thank you.
But then I tend to exaggerate. Not, however, on this occasion.
Is that window open?
I'll have a look, shall I?
Thank you.
Ah, yes, it is. So, where were we?
Here we are, Lukey. And I got you a wicked chocolate croissant. Where did that come from?
Oh, I borrowed it. Well, I think we ought to have one for the office.
Gosh, does that mean I'd have to learn how to use it?
Oh, no, I'd hate to increase your workload.
That's all right, then.
Ah, the spy who came in from the cold.
I need coffee now.
Oh, shit. Look, you'd better have his. I'll be sort of next door. Okay.
What happened to you crackers?
I was arrested by hotel security for being in a woman's room. I spent the night in a police cell with a psychotic Glaswegian and a tattooed fascist.
Here, you can have my croissant.
They wouldn't let me out until I made a statement. Eventually, I confessed to being an international jewel thief. It seemed preferable to attempted rape.
Why didn't you call Roland White?
What?
Your old boss, Rollo. Surely you keep in touch still?
Well, I haven't seen him since I left the service.
Really? Well, I would if I were you, and then he can pull some strings if you're going to get into trouble with the police.
I used my one call to phone you at the club. Naturally, you weren't there. I expect you were cocooned with Miss Morrow.
Keep your voice down. There's no need for Tamsin to hear this. Actually, I left just after you did, as soon as I got my hands on something interesting.
Spare me the details. What's that?
A floppy disk. I took it from her briefcase.
I couldn't open the bloody thing.
Oh, there's a trick. Remind me, I'll show you sometime.
What does it tell us?
That she's not with a corporation. That was cover.
Oh, what is she?
She's one of us. A fellow spook.
Excuse me, sir, but there's a lady in the club, sir.
Yes, we are expecting one, Munson.
It's just that it's not ladies' night till June, sir.
I expect we'll be asked to tender our resignation.
Oh, it's fun to rattle the members' cages now and again. Ah, Parker, how very nice to see you again.
I can't believe this. The guy brought me up the back stairs.
Oh, that'll be the trousers. Women in trousers, backstairs always.
You see, this is really a retirement home for harmless old farts. So, it's the perfect place to have a confidential conversation.
You son of a bitch, you turned over my room.
We both did, actually.
What?
No, he was there, really. No, he wasn't. No, he left just after we arrived. He abseiled 5 floors to the ground. Was back having tea with his aunt before she noticed he'd left the room.
There's a lot of stuff in there about Lucas and me.
I told you I was doing my homework on you guys.
Oh, but this is far too detailed. You must have access to classified information. This has the CIA's fingerprints all over it.
Okay, I used to be with the agency, but I'm not anymore. This is a one-off freelance deal. They want to know about you, Lucas.
What?
The rumor is you were a KGB mole. Your people, Peter, couldn't afford another scandal, so you let him fly the coop.
Oh, this is preposterous. I was at school with Fry. I trust him with my life. Not with my wife, but with my life.
Well, your employers wouldn't like it if they knew we'd blown your cuff up. And we wouldn't want that because we've grown rather fond of you, haven't we, Peter?
Yes.
You want to cut a deal?
Oh, don't you just love it when she talks tough? Oh.
Sends shivers down my spine.
Don't tell the agency that you're blown. String them along. Then you can come and work for us occasionally on a freelance basis.
I like the sound of this. Screw the agency, we could make some serious money.
This, I think, deserves something cold with bubbles in it.
I just want to say, Peter, I am only buying this deal because of you.
Really?
I trust you. I can't say the same for Lucas.
I understand.
Look, I don't suppose there's a ladies' room in this place?
Absolutely not, but we'll ask Munton to stand guard.
Oh, by the way, house rules. If you're on the blue carpet, must keep moving, not allowed to linger.
I hope there's no blue carpet in the John. Lucas, I just want to say I'm only buying this deal because of you.
Really?
I trust you. Can't say the same for Peter.
Understood. Ah, thank you, Munton. Gents, keep heavy.
This way, sir.
This could work out rather well, don't you think?
This question of your missing years is not going to go away, you know.
I know, that is why it is vitally important that we trust each other. No secrets of any kind, Scout's honour, that sort of thing.
Well, as I recall, you were thrown out of the scout troop at school for cheating at the first-class hike.
It was raining, so I took a taxi.
Doing? You can't go through a lady's handbag.
Have you ever known a lady go to the powder room and leave her purse behind?
My God, this is a filthy business.
Isn't it? You can turn ours off now.
All right.
What did she say? Screw the agency, I say. Gosh, if things ever get really dirty, at least we've got that on tape.
I don't think we have, actually.